y'all, it's Elisa and I am the Scrappy Wife behind ScrappyWife.com, and today I have a memory keeping process video for you. I am doing something different during the summer for my memory keeping. I'm going to be working in the Crafty Club playbook, and as I work through the playbook, I'm also going to do some pocket pages. And a little bit like Project Life, I'm going to try to do one pocket page, maybe front and back a week for the summer, just to see how that goes, to just change up my memory keeping a little bit. So I thought I'd turn on the camera and invite you guys in to see my very first attempt at a pocket page. I have a couple pictures here. I have been failing to take pictures this summer thus far, so here we go. Time to get going for June. A picture of my daughter's teacher at our school supply pickup at the end of the year, and then my daughter doing a coding game. So I thought I'd do that. I have one other picture of myself to go on the back, and I am just gonna get going. I have some pages from a Hit Kit Club monthly packet, I guess, monthly subscription that I got at a sale. So those are Amy Tangerine. I have some cards from the Reset Girl designed by Kelly Bangs that I'm going to use. So I will list everything I end up using down below. Otherwise, I will put you all on fast forward and let's go. Okay, working in the pocket page format turned out to be a little bit harder than I anticipated. I think it's just because it's a different format. When you try something new, it's a little uncomfortable, but I think in the end I'll enjoy it for the summer, and it's nice to change things up a little bit. I'm starting out by trimming this paper. This is the Amy Tangerine paper that I got in a recent Hit Kit Club buy, and I'm trimming it down to 3x4. I purposefully printed my pictures a little bit smaller than 3x4 so that I could mat them. I really like the look of matted pictures, and so that's what I was going for. And I loved this peach color because it coordinated so well with this floral paper that I love. Obsessed with this floral, and I'm just gonna fussy cut out a little corner of it to add just an extra little flair to the picture in the upper right, and that is my daughter's third grade teacher. She is amazing. This is at pickup when we went by to pick up all of our kiddos' possessions at the end of the year, and she is just a fantastic teacher, and one of the reasons we were so sad that school ended the way it did, just because Madeline loved getting to have her this year. So shout out to Mrs. Davis, she is awesome. And then the bottom picture is my daughter working with coding. She actually fell in love with coding this spring, and it is just amazing to watch her kind of work through that. So now I'm kind of flipping through the cards, and I decide on this journaling card at the top left. The bottom right, I love the girl with her book, and then I will embellish that book in just a bit. And I'm trying to figure out what else I can add to these cards. So I'll go ahead and use my glider gun to attach the pictures. I want to be able to add details to these cards, but I don't want it to be overwhelming, if that makes sense. Like, the whole purpose of changing formats this summer is to save a little bit of time. So if you are a pocket page scrapbooker and you have some hints on how you add extra details to cards, let me know, because I would love to hear it as I kind of explore this venture. So I'm pretty happy with how the layout is going to be. Just not sure how I want everything else to be settled on the page and how I want to add a little bit more. So I have these chipboard pieces. That one says live, love, create, and then I love the phrase rock because I want to say you rock up at the top. So I like those pieces, and I will now take my attention to this journaling card. This isn't straight up Project Life, so I don't want to mark weeks, but I am going to mark the dates. So these are the outliner stamps from By the Well for God. Love the size, perfect for this journaling card, and I'm spelling out June, and then I'll mark and stamp this one June 1st through the 7th. So the numbers 0 through 9 are on a separate stamp set, and I actually caught myself using the wrong number 7 and almost had stamped it down, and then realized that, oh, that's the solid number 7. So you'll see me switch it out here, switch it out, put that one down, get the outlined number 7. I didn't want it to be so dark and heavy there at the top. So June 1 through 7, And now I'll embellish that little book, adding Coding 101, just to remind myself of what Maddie was doing there on the computer. I liked that little touch. Those are the little touches I'm kind of looking at for adding on these pages. These chipboard pieces are from, let me think. They are from the Simple Stories line, Crafty Girl, kind of designed after the Reset Girl or maybe by the Reset Girl. And they are sticky on the back, but I go ahead and add a little bit of liquid adhesive just because I want to make sure that it sticks nice and strong on there and lasts even when you're flipping through. Now I'm going to use these tile alphas. These are from By the Well for God, and I'm using them to write out "You Rock, Mrs. Davis." I feel like these tile alphas are going to come in super handy as I work on these tiny cards or on these pocket pages, just because their size works so well. It really allows you to add some titles. And I'm using my tweezers here and kind of, I should have done Mrs. Davis there at the bottom first before I stuck on the word rock, but you know, that happens sometimes. So I'm kind of fidgeting and working the letters underneath that chipboard piece a little bit so that they all fit. And I'm really happy with how this card ended up coming out. The V got a little bit too low, so the perfectionist in me doesn't like that one as much, but that's okay. It all works out there in the end. Found the I and then the S. All right, now I typed up my journaling there on that card. Super pleased with how those 4 cards came out, and now I'm looking at the back and how am I going to fit in what I'm looking for on the back. This is a picture of me in the new shirt I made with my Cricut Explorer, and I was super excited to take some pictures of it to post online. And I just want to include just some things about summer starting. Because my shirt is so pink in this picture, I knew I couldn't ignore the pink there. So I pull out this card, and I believe this is designed by Kelly Bangs. It may have been over on the Reset Girl website. I love, love, love her designs. I think she's fabulous. So she actually has her own website. I will link that down below, and has some great printable designs on sale. So something I've learned from Pocket Pages is that it's best to adhere these cards. I should have picked all my cards and kind of adhered them before because they were slightly wonky and I had to trim off, and then it kind of messed with how the card was centered, but that's okay. It all works out in the end. But right now I'm just adhering the cards front to back so that it sits nicely in that pocket. I love the Crafty Girls rock because I'm a crafty gal and I like that on there, but you'll see again I have to trim a little bit and it kind of, I don't know, throws it off. That backing actually has all the colors that I'm planning on using. So at the top is going to be pink, and at the bottom I stuck with that teal look. So I'm just going to leave that as the matting instead of picking an additional card. But you can see I kind of have a pink motif at the top and the teal at the bottom. I actually had this camera paper piece in my stash. No idea where it's from, but I love the pinkness. And now I'm going through the Amy Tangerine Picnic in the Park ephemera pieces, and I like that little label there with the heart and sparkly pink. Perfect, sticking with the pink motif there at the top. And then for the bottom card, I found this little paper clip, and that's actually from an Illustrated Faith devotional kit from the Storyteller kit, I believe. So I'm gonna use that there just to add an extra little bit on the bottom, adhering all of these down before I change my mind, because that happens to me sometimes. So I like to go ahead and put it down so that I have to go ahead and make that decision. Since it's the beginning of June, I decided to go ahead and write my little summer bucket list on here. I do like to write things out in pencil ahead of time when I'm working with my own handwriting, just in case I misspell or just want to try something different and need it to fit a little bit differently. And then I copy it over with my Micron pen. I believe this one is 0.03, which is one of my favorite sizes. Just copying it over, ready to check those out. A really simple summer list. Once that's done, my pocket page for this week is done. I had a really good time changing up the format, trying something new, and I'm looking forward to learning more this summer. So make sure to leave me tips in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider hitting that subscribe button as well as the bell notification button. I have all of the supplies I use linked down below, so check that out, and check out my email newsletter sign up, also linked down below. I hope that you have a fabulous day, and as always, keep it creative.